Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for God's Games We Play. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I try my best to release as many light novels as possible. I know a lot of you guys like light novel reviews because they really are the backbone of a story. Um, so I really want to release more light novels. Unfortunately, they take a lot longer to read and to get stuff out for you guys. So manga is just easier to read, sit down, finish it, and make a review. Whereas this one took me a few days. The story is actually a nice, refreshing story. I think it had a lot of potential, but I'll give you my details in just a second. Before anything, check out Yen Press and Yen On. These are two companies that are together that are releasing both manga and light novels. I just recorded this video, so there's a lot of stuff to come. They're sending me stuff for me to review for you guys, and I am reviewing as fast as possible all these things for you guys. So check out them in their website. You can check out their books in various websites that they sell. I have a link in the description below personally where you guys can buy manga at a very reasonable price. So if you guys want to buy some, there is a link there as well. So, okay, got games we play. So we can I have two main characters in the story? We have this kind of guy character who it almost seems like he was the main character, but they kind of don't portray it like that in the cover. And then we have this goddess. The goddess, her name is um, Leisha, I believe. And the guy is called Faye. Faye is an apostle, and essentially these apostles are humans that were brought in to the spiritual realm where they're at, which kind of felt like it was just Japan, but oh well. They're in this realm that the gods created because they basically got bored of what they were doing and decided to just create this realm where they can do games and challenges against humans and essentially play with their own creations. I guess you could put it like that. So these humans are brought into the realm are called apostles, and he is one of them. He's a rookie, and he teams up with this girl called who is also a goddess, who's called Lisha. Now, Lisha is awoken after thousands of years sleeping. I think at the end of the bottom of the water. I think is what there is explained. And she basically comes into this world. She's also kind of new. She's also very interested in it. So she teams up with him to play. I believe in the entire thing. Haven't finished it. Read like 85% of it. So I will put that note. I can't give my opinion of the ending, but I read 85% of it, and out of um, it seems like there is um, like I guess three parts. So this is kind of where we are. There's three parts to it. The first part is kind of introducing the whole world. We get this buttload of information thrown at us. Um, we get a bunch of um, informative stuff, I guess, that leads to Lisha, and then Lisha leads to this character Faye, and then it's focused on Faye. And the second and third part of the whole series, I want to say it's just two games. I don't think they're gonna throw another one. From my standpoint, it looks like they're done, or at least they're gonna end with that. So there's two games in or challenges in the entire thing, and they're created by these gods, and essentially Leisha just happens to be an OP character. And she is basically doing what is unexpected. So I guess I want to talk a little bit about the setting and the characters, and then just the overall story, what I thought. So first, I'll talk about the setting. Like I said, it is in a different realm, so it is kind of in another world type of deal. But at the same time, it gave feeling like there was just in Japan somewhere underground, right? It could have really been anywhere because they don't really focus too much on that. We get a buttload of information in the beginning that, to be honest, by the time you get to the games, a lot of that information you just don't care for. It almost seems like that information could have been given to us slowly throughout the entire series instead of just pushing it all out to us just for us to understand what's going on, but at the same time, you know, whatever. Because of that, the characters don't have a lot of developing time in this volume. Um, we have this goddess who's like OP, and then we have this bland guy character that almost seems like he was created just so that we can relate to him as males. Um, and it almost seems like we could have gotten away with him. If you've seen Kakegurui, it almost seems like this was trying to compete with Kakegurui, and because Kakegurui has a boring guy character that every so often feeds into the story, they want to do the same thing with this. So yeah, that's kind of where I stand with the characters. They weren't too lively. Like the goddess just seemed way OP, and I understand she's a goddess, and with being a goddess comes benefits, right? But it almost seemed like the whole her being asleep for 1,000 years meant nothing to the story. Same thing with the fact that these are new created challenges. Did not matter. She knows how to do all this. So who is she? Is there development that's going to happen later on in the story that's going to explain all this, or that the writer just throw this whole she was asleep for thousands of years, but now that she's awake, Japan and all these other worlds just make sense to her, and she doesn't really care about new stuff that you know civilization happened in thousands of years. So in games that were thousands of years did not exist that they have now, as well as challenges. So and if you notice, just by the cover, you can see cards, you can see in the back card, they're using devices and stuff that was created a few centuries ago. So the fact that they say thousands of years, it just kind of throws you in the face that they either forgot about it or they just didn't care that they put that she was asleep for that much. So um, that's really about it. So overall, I feel like it was competing too much to be like Kakeguri. It didn't really run the course that it could have ran. Um, Personally, I feel like if they would have maybe included a more survival aspect to it, you're dealing with gods. Gods that are bored, that don't care. Like, they could have almost made these gods kind of like evil beings that are they just want to toy with these people. And I feel like if there was more of a survival aspect where the characters were dying or their lives were on stake, then maybe I would have probably enjoyed this one a lot better, to be honest. Um, it didn't give us that, so I was left at I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what else we could have gotten from it. Um, 85% read, and I'm still pushing through to finish it to hopefully be hooked to read the second volume. I don't know if I'm going to be there. It almost seems like now they've settled to just focus on showing us games. They're done with they're in a whole new spiritual world. They're adding a few more female characters where it seems like the dual character is going to become a harem lead guy. So it's just all over the place. They don't know what they're doing yet. I'm just gonna let it settle for now. So, yeah, check it out if you want. There is Volume One. It is available. If you're into the gambling and all that stuff, this is probably something you should be reading. If you're not into it, I would wait it out, see what happens. But oh well. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't checked out Yem Pressing In on, check out. They have so much other stuff, guys. You won't believe how many stuff they have. So go check them out. Give them some love. Make sure you are commenting, liking, and sharing in this video. Give some love by subscribing as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.